In 2010, the Cats were crowned in Cleveland. In 2011, the Bobcats want to go back-to-back at the Mid-American Conference Tournament. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland. I'm Russ Eisenstein. Rob Cornelius is alongside. Welcome to MAC Tournament tonight on the eve of the quarterfinal round of the 2011 Mid-American Conference Tournament. The Cats are the 5 seed. They'll take on 4-seeded Ball State, a ball club that is 18-12 this year. They were second place in the MAC's Western Division. They'll tip it up at 9:30 at the Q on Thursday night. And Rob C., despite the hiccup against Miami, and with the way that Ohio took care of business in the first round over Toledo, the Cats could be the hottest team in this league right now. Even with that little bit of a speed bump against the Red Hawks, they've shown it towards the end of the season. They've closed very strongly.
No, they probably are the hottest team right now, Russ. You look at this run for Ohio, and it really kind of started in that swing through the Western Division. Ohio won at Eastern, then won at Ball, lost at Central, but the run since then, only a couple losses at Western and at Miami. This has been a really hot team, and Ohio's kind of changed the way they play basketball over the course of the season. Very perimeter-oriented early on, but with the Ball State game and from there forward, Davon Washington, Evo Baltic were a lot better and a lot bigger parts of this offense.
Unless you're a vegetarian, when you get a taste of a good steak, you want that again. Ohio had the great steak last year at this tournament, won the championship. They want it again this go-around. They know they're hunted this time.
Yeah, I think we have a target on our back. During the regular season, we got everybody's best every time we played. I think you can see that from our start early, but I think we finished up pretty strong. We started to learn how to handle that pressure, I guess, so I think we have a huge target on our back, and we're going to get everybody's best.
I'm sure some of the coaches, probably put in their ear, kind of run we made last year, and I just feel like we're taking it one game at a time,
Ohio won its 5th MAC tournament title last year, Rob C., and they've got to feel like they're hunted now, but they also have to feel that this is still their tournament. They're the ones that need to be beaten.
Well, no, Ohio is really good in this building. Has always been really good in front of big crowds in these conference tournaments, and Cleveland is kind of the big home market for Ohio. The most Ohio alums in the state are in Cleveland and Columbus, so whenever you come here, you get a big crowd, just like the local schools, Kent and Akron. But in order to get to those guys, you got to get past Ball on Thursday.
Yeah, Ball State comes in as a ball club that's 18-12 on the year, 10-6. When Ohio played them, it was the end of January the 29th. Ohio won it 61-60. Since that time, Ohio went 8-3. Ball State went 4-5. Ball State is a different team now than it was when Ohio saw them the first go-around, and that loss against the Bobcats was their 3rd consecutive L, and of course they didn't close unbelievably strongly.
No, after playing Ohio, Ball State lost 1 more to Miami, 1 at Buffalo, and then lost 4 more games down the stretch. For whether it was the West or the East, Ball State was losing games. And what they do, they play an interesting slow-down style. The game with Ohio was 61-60 last time. Ohio handled that. They managed their way through it, and they became much more post-oriented in that game. I think Ohio still matches up well with Ball State.
Yeah, Ball State has won this tournament 7 times. The last time was in 2000. The Cardinals are 6-2 against the Cats in the MAC tournament. The last time around was incredibly physical, and the last couple of contests between these two schools have been very, very close. The Cats know this will be another one of those Ball State-Ohio type matchups on Thursday night.
They're a physical team. Ball State's a physical team. Sure, they're going to be ready to play us, especially, how intense the last game was down in Muncie. But just play together, make toughness plays, and have confidence and make some plays.
We're going to have to come out and we're going to have to rebound the ball well and keep them off the free throw line. They do those things at a really high rate. So in order to, do what we did in Muncie, we're going to have to control those things and have them come out in our favor.
This is a matchup of the #1 offense in Ohio and the #1 defense in the league in Ball State. Something's got to give.
No, and Ohio's offense has been incredibly efficient, even when they've been perimeter-oriented. They make threes at such a high rate. They've been very successful, even with taking the outside shot. On the flip side, with Ball State, their defense is good, but a lot of that is based on pace. For most of their stats, once you adjust for tempo, they're flat out middle of the league in most categories.
Yeah, the 3 players to take a look at for Ball State: Jared Jones, a first-teamer in this league down low, and then the guards, Randy Davis and Juwan Scaife. Scaife didn't score against Ohio in the first meeting.
No, Scaife was pretty much a big zero in that one. In that game, there was really a brutal game in Muncie. Randy Davis, another guy straight out of the cast of Hoosiers, fundamentally sound, dangerous from 3, but Ball State always seems to be looking for another scorer beyond Jared Jones, who's been fantastic and who had, I think, 21 in the last meeting with Ohio.
We're on the air at 9 o'clock for the tip at 9:30 from Quicken Loans Arena, Ohio and Ball State. Let's take a look at the other matchups. The winner of Ohio and Ball State will take on the winner of Kent State and Buffalo. The two teams split their regular season series. Kent State, of course, won the MAC, the #1 seed. Buffalo comes in as the 8th seed, knocked off Central Michigan in the 8-9 ball game on Tuesday night. Buffalo 3-3 after the loss against Ohio. Kent State won the league. Buffalo stumbling into the MAC tournament.
Now, Buffalo's been very up and down the stretch, but you look at them, the computers pick them to win this tournament. They're very talented. They need two things to happen. A, outside shots go down for Filson and Malky, and importantly, a good whistle. They have a lot of bigs who like to foul. If they get the wrong officials, they're done early with guys fouling out.
Yeah, the first game of the day is the 2-7 ball game. It's Western Michigan against Bowling Green. Congratulations to the Broncos. They had 19 wins this year. Steve Hawkins did a wonderful job there in Kalamazoo with his ball club this year. They won that division, beat Bowling Green the first go-around, 75-61 in Northwest Ohio. BG blew out NIU to get here to the quarterfinals.
Now, Western's a team that just does it on the offensive glass. Their bigs, the biggest, strongest, and most athletic and most reboundy in this league. On the flip side, you look at the other side of this matchup, I think Western's going to dominate these guys.
Yeah, the other quarterfinal game is the second one of the day. It's Miami and Akron. And how about that? The 3 against the 6. They split the regular season series, winning on each other's home floor. So Miami won at home and Akron won at home in their meeting there. Congratulations to Charlie Coles. They had to battle through a lot. Antonio Ballard out because of injury, and they still got the bye with that win over Ohio.
Now, they played Ohio great on Friday. Winbush has been fantastic. Julian Mavunga was on the All-League first team, probably should have been Player of the Year over Justin Green. He's getting a haircut this week. He's ready. They're big. If they keep possessions at a minimum and keep Akron from shooting the 3 the way Ohio did, Miami rolls through.
So that's a look at the quarters. Again, the winner of Western Michigan and Bowling Green will take on the winner of Miami and Akron. And, of course, the winner of Ohio and Ball State will take on the winner of Kent State and Buffalo. Let's take a look at the first team in this league. Xavier Silas of Northern Illinois, Julian Mavunga, Miami, DJ Cooper of Ohio, Justin Green of Kent State, he's a Player of the Year, and Jared Jones of Ball State. A solid 5, not a lot to quibble with there.
No, not a lot of complaints about that. When, DJ Cooper's the best point guard in this league, he gets honored for that. The rest of the guys, it's a mishmash, but you love Mavunga, Green's numbers, he's on a winning team. There's not a whole lot wrong with that.
Gino Ford takes home the Coach of the Year honors for the regular season champion Kent State. They also have the Defensive Player of the Year in Michael Perini. There is something to argue with there, I think, because you could take a look at Byron Mulkey of Buffalo or DJ for Ohio for that award.
Well, all the extra trophies are essentially lifetime achievement awards. I call them the Jim Christian Trophy because Kent State keeps winning them because they dominate the Cleveland media that dominates the voting in this awards. Forget about it. DJ should be Defensive Player of the Year, and Jerron McRae from Buffalo should probably be the 6th man.
Yeah, the 6th man was Carlton Guyton of Kent State. Ohio does have an honorable mention selection, and Davon Washington on that honorable mention team. No second-teamers for the Cats. And, of course, Nick Kellogg made the all-freshman team. So it's finally here. It's the second of hopefully 4 games for Ohio. Take on Ball State on Thursday night. Should be a lot of fun.
One game at a time is what this coaching staff keeps saying. Don't look ahead. Ball State, you got to get one before you can get more.
We've done this a couple of times. Always fun to do MAC Tournament Tonight, but we're still waiting for Johnny McTunes and the MAC Tournament Tonight Orchestra.
If we're lucky, maybe we can get Rufus pregame if we play another day or two.
Let's have some fun, and we'll be on the air at 9 o'clock.
See you guys on Thursday.
All right, that'll do it for MAC Tournament Tonight. Now for Ashley Hartzell and for Rob Cornelius and for Johnny McTunes and the MAC Tournament Tonight Orchestra, wherever they are, I'm Russ Eisenstein. Enjoy the games. We'll talk to you at 9 o'clock for the tip at 9:30 on Thursday night from the Q. This has been MAC Tournament Tonight, and this is Bobcat TV.